Hi.
Okay, so basically, I had to watch because McKenna watched it and she forced me to also.
Yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah, she really liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
Um,
But like, he likes the second half better than the first half. Yeah. But we're gonna talk about that.
yes. So the first thing, obviously, is the first episode, which I thought
It was all foretold.
I thought the first episode of the show was absolutely terrible. I might.
But we watched it at like 3 a.m. and I remember you just like, I'm too tired to talk about this.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it was just because I was too tired to really care about the show, but I think I have enough material to like make a separate video on why the first episode sucks.
You're gonna make a separate video?
I might, because it uses the same cliche, like the whole family dies, right?
Yeah.
But that cliche is used in other shows way better. Like in Demon Slayer, for example.
Yeah. It still made me sad, though.
Yeah.
Like when he was crying because he didn't want to leave Mika when Mika literally was obviously dying and had his arm cut off. Yeah.
And it's pretty, like, gruesome.
Yeah. Okay, but I know this is, like, way too early to start talking about, like, the last episode of the show. But the parallels. When, like, Mika was like, just go, you idiot, and when, like, in the first episode we talked about it, and then in the last episode when, like, it was, like, all, like, woo, if you know what I mean. Like, Mika said the same thing to him, and, like, just go, you idiot, and then he was holding him, that made me sad.
But I think the main problem with the first episode is that it's very obvious that it's not gonna go well.
Yeah.
Because
it had me convinced a little bit, though. Like, but then it was, like, wrong.
But, like, in Demon Slayer, the family dies just randomly for no reason.
Yeah.
They just get,
like, murdered for no reason.
But in Owari no Seraph, the family is actively trying to escape their home. So if they just...
I wouldn't say it's their home.
Well, where they live.
Yeah.
And so if they escape, that's just like they've achieved their goal.
Yeah. But that's not gonna happen in the first episode.
Yeah, it's obviously not going.
Yeah.
They're obviously not gonna succeed.
Yeah.
But in Demon Slayer, it completely destroys.
It was like shocking. Like he just came back, and then.
Yeah, and it completely destroys the status quo, which makes him move out of his home because everyone's dead.
Yeah.
But in Owari no Seraph, they're already moving out of where they live. The status quo is going to be interrupted anyways.
Yeah.
I think it's actually kind of interesting because...
How much you hate...
I think it's interesting how this show messes up the cliche so badly.
You're gonna be like one of those reviews for Assassination Classroom, I guess God gives and he takes.
God gives and he does take, especially with this show.
Your agony!
Okay, so his entire family dies. And it's like, it's because it was a trap from the vampires.
Yeah. Or just that, technically that one vampire.
Yeah, but I guess only that one vampire showed up because Yu just escapes anyways.
Yeah, that's because Yu was like, you can kind of see his fighting skills, like it's kind of like...
Yeah, he does like shoot the guy.
Yeah, because like when he was like biting Mika or something, he was just like, get your hands off my boyfriend.
I just think it's kind of weird how he didn't take any other vampires with him.
Yeah.
To trap these humans.
I think it's because it was only his plan.
Yeah.
Because he was bored. That happens a lot. That happens in so many vampire shows when they're just bored and then they do stuff. The Vampire Diaries, this show, I'm sure it's happened in whatever vampire show you've seen. Like they're just like, I'm bored, so I'm gonna kill everyone.
But yeah, then Yu escapes. And he's just running through the snow, and then he
has
finds,
like frostbite.
Yeah. I thought that scene was pretty okay, even the part where he like trips and falls.
I was like sleep deprived when I saw that, so like when he just started tumbling over, I started laughing.
But then like the
it's like what happened when you were watching the show of Bungo Stray Dogs, and then he got it, and then I had to watch him get his leg cut off for the second time.
And you were laughing. Okay, but anyways, back to this show.
McKenna's mental health part.
He finds the Imperial Demon Army people with Gurren. He's there. And then they're like, yes, it was all foretold
It was just
in the
Gurren who
prophecy.
said it.
Yeah.
He was like, damn, it was all foretold. Hey kid, wanna help us slay some vampires? That's literally what happened.
I thought that was really funny, but I don't think it was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, it was so weird. He was like, hey kid, wanna help us slay some demons? Like, after getting his whole family killed and going for the snow. And like, he just listened to this guy say, hey kid, wanna help us clean. But then it was really cute seeing, like young kid you, like, half, like, crying and then, like, running up to him and hugging him. Like, that was sweet.
At the part where Gurren talks about the prophecy or whatever.
Yeah, they never mentioned the prophecy ever again, though.
Yeah. But at that part, just in the first episode, I was like, oh my god, there's a prophecy. I can't deal with this anymore.
They never mentioned the prophecy
they never mentioned it again.
Yeah.
They talk about how he's like the Seraph of the end, but
they didn't
don't talk about
the
the prophecy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first episode.
Damn, it was all foretold.
The first half of the show I thought was pretty boring.
I kind of liked it, but I do agree the second half was better.
I think the school stuff was kind of cute.
Yeah. Wait, how was it cute?
Well, just like, it was just kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, it was.
But I wasn't that interested by
like when
most
you was
of the
like,
stuff that happened.
really? You'll suspend me?
Oh yeah, that was funny. I like how painfully edgy Gurren and you both are.
He was like...
I don't need friends.
Then Gurren would always be like... I remember when he, like, when they moved to the, like, to the company, or, like, the army or something, that they moved to that school, where Gurren literally just was like, if you die, it's your fault for not training hard, and then he just had the classroom of kids. Gurren was like, he was so edgy in the first half of the show, but then he got better in the second half.
I thought the stuff with the demons was kind of interesting in the first half. I like it a bit more in the second part of the series because it has like the demons are actually like they used to be humans or vampires or something.
Yeah, it reminded me of like Demon Slayer, like the way that they said like then you'll become a man-eating demon, like that part. And then like when they started showing the swords and stuff, like it was like the same style of swords in like every single anime. So then I was like, but this was like when I hadn't seen that much animes yet, so I didn't know that. So I was like, oh my gosh, when worlds collide. But yeah, and there was something else. Wasn't it cool when wait, I might just be saying Yu's name. But the other kid whose name starts with
Yoichi.
Y. Is that his name?
Yeah, the...
Wasn't it cool when he was possessed by a demon?
Yeah.
That was...
I thought the episode where they're like fighting against the demons in their minds was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool idea.
Do we need to put like a list of like stuff in the show that Chris didn't hate? Did you hate it more than you hated the Vampire Diaries?
No. This is nowhere near that level. Because...
we literally have like completely stopped watching the Vampire Diaries in the middle of season 2.
So, Vampire Diaries season 1 has like so much stuff that I'm like, why are they showing this? This is a complete waste of time.
The parties and everything.
All the parties, all the school drama, I don't care about that. But at least in this show, they're focused on the main plot of the show.
Yeah.
With some like comedic moments in between.
Yeah.
And like half of the Vampire Diaries is about like the drama.
You're only 2 seasons in.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
It gets better in the second season, but we didn't actually finish that yet.
Like so you are starting to see how it got better?
Yeah, I thought I think I wrote some stuff down. I thought the start of the second season was a lot better.
Anyways, let's keep on talking about the show.
Oh, also in the first half there were some fight scenes that were like...
We're talking about the actual show we made a video on.
Yes. There are some like really disappointing fight scenes.
Yeah.
Like the first one that I noticed was they go into like the subway to fight the vampires.
Was that when their group was together for the first time?
I think so.
Okay.
And they get like surrounded by vampires in the subway.
And then they just cut it off.
Yeah,
and they
were like, okay, we're gonna fight.
Yeah,
and then it just cuts to black, and it cuts to the end of the fight where they already won. And I was like, wait, are they gonna show it after it or something? But they just never showed the fight.
Yeah, like I got all hype and like they were in a circle together or something and showing like teamwork and stuff like that.
Like, I thought that episode was gonna be like episode 2 of Evangelion, where the last episode ends, or the first episode of Eva ends on a cliffhanger where Shinji like falls on his face in the robot.
Yeah.
And then the second episode starts with him in the hospital and he's somehow still alive.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did he survive? We didn't see the fight. But then they show the fight.
But they didn't.
Unlike this show, where they just skip it.
But the fight scenes got better, even you said that.
Yeah, in the later part of the series, it's better. They actually have fights.
It blows my mind how that person in the review thought that the first half of the show was better than the second show.
That's kind of whack.
But like, okay, another funny moment that I like is when like you knew he could beat the bullies that were like attacking him, and so he was like, fine, do it. And then Shinoa was just like, oh, I forgot to mention, you're not allowed to fight the people at the school, and he just got punched.
Yeah, Shinoa is cool.
Yeah, we need to talk about the characters that we like also.
We're going to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was also the battle where you and Mika meet up for the first time.
Yeah, in like years.
Yeah, it's like a big battle between the vampires and the humans.
Yeah, like Mika's just like, another filthy human pest coming up to me. And then he turns around and is like, no way, is that? And then he stabs him, and then Yu's eyes like get smaller, and then like they're just like I don't know. It's just a really like cool moment when they see each other.
But I'm not talking about that part.
I am talking. Okay.
I will talk about some cool stuff from that part.
Isn't it kind of weird how Mika started blushing after he got stabbed by you?
Yes. Anyways, so they show like the vampires and the humans charging at each other in the battle, and it's like a huge battle between them.
Yes.
But it doesn't like animate the charges. It just shows still frames of the humans running and the vampires running.
Yeah.
Like there's no animation in it, and then it shows them like meet and their swords are clashing and stuff.
Yeah.
But it doesn't animate that either. It just shows like still frames, just regular pictures of them.
They eventually like started showing more stuff.
Yeah. In the second half.
Oh wait, you're still talking about the first half.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought that was also really disappointing.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't like the fight scenes for the first part of the series, because they basically weren't fight scenes.
Yeah. We should talk about the moment from when we first saw the blonde girl with pigtails, and then she was mad that Shinoa was the captain of the team, and then you were like, oh no, she's a child.
Yeah.
Okay, one of my favorite moments from Shinoa is when she starts laughing when this girl is charging up to her, and then she does like the spin thingy with her thing. Like, I love that moment. That moment makes me feel Okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
But she just starts laughing, and then she's like, spin, 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 I'm going to beat you, woo, and then it's yeah. And then Guren's just like, stop. I don't remember how he reacted to that, but I can like imagine how he did, because he was edgy.
I liked like the reveal of you being like he has a monster inside him or whatever.
Yeah, that was really
like the
cool.
wings grow out.
Yeah.
It's like creepy and stuff.
Like when his eye started bleeding, I was like, what's wrong with him? And then it was just like yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. And then like, okay, another thing I like about that certain battle that we're talking about is how Mika, like literally every time that vampire would threaten him, Mika was just like, get away, and like he like there was so I remember the first time I think he said something like, I have been craving for your blood every single day, or something like that. Like that purple-haired vampire said that to you, and then Mika literally cut his arm off.
Oh yeah, when Mika cuts that vampire's arm off, and he just has his sword like pointing straight
and
into
he's
there.
like,
it looks really cool.
It does. It's in that scene is in a lot of edits I watched. Okay, and then there was something else. Like there was another time where like he was threatening you, and then like Mika literally comes out of nowhere, and then like they show him like looking at the camera, but he's actually looking at the vampire, and then like they just like he like starts that. He's like, if you touch you, I will kill you. I just like how they showed how protective Mika was.
Okay, I was gonna start talking about the second half of the show.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Okay. It focuses more on just the actual war, and I thought it got a lot better during that part because it does a very good job. The show does a very good job of making it seem like it's an actual war.
Oh my gosh, you're saying good things about the show. I wasn't expecting you to say good things about the show when we made this video.
It makes it seem like it's an actual war because they have all the they talk about all the units moving around.
Yes.
And they talk about the structure of like the demon army and stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also liked how both the the Imperial Demon Army and the vampires, they're like political structures, have some detail, and both of them are like really sketchy.
Yeah, they are.
Both of them do really sketchy things, and I liked that.
There was a lot of betrayal, like, between, like, the thingies. Yeah. Also, okay. I really liked the moments that they had with Shinoa and, like, the squad. I liked the funny moments they had together, and I also liked the moments where, like, they learned how to be a team and stuff like that. Okay, the scene where Mika and Yu reunite, like, the scene where, like, Yu is passed out, and then, like, Mika's like, I'm going to save you, old friend, and then, like, they show, like, how he got shrimp from just looking at Yu, so then he was like, whoa, and then they were like, where is this shrimp coming from? And then, basically, and then like, the squad, they literally defend Mika just because they know that he's, like, Yu's family. I liked that scene too. Like when they started sewing, and then I just said Mika, just longer name. And then the boy with pink hair, he was like, "Oh my gosh, are we really doing this?" And then they like all like assembled, and like it was cool. I don't know, I liked that moment. I also like every single scene that Mika and Yu have together.
Okay, that's all I had to talk about just with like the plot.
Okay.
So next is the characters.
I already know who your favorite character is.
Yeah, my favorite character is Shinoa.
Yeah.
There's going to be more detail about more of the characters in the tier list video.
Okay.
Which should have come out by now.
Didn't we already make that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should have come out a week ago when this video comes out. Yeah, Shinoa is my favorite character because she's just like a smug anime girl. And I think that's funny.
Oh, you already explained what
I
that
already
meant.
said
You said that
yeah.
before, and I was like, what is that? Yeah. I like Shinoa.
Yeah. You haven't seen much anime, but if you had seen more, and if you watch like YouTube videos about it, you know that Yu is like a very generic main character because he has the black hair with that haircut. He's like really edgy. He's kind of a loner. He doesn't need friends, but he still has friends, and his family died.
And he has a sword.
But he does have a boyfriend instead of like 50 girls around him, so I guess that's different.
And then even though Shinoa has feelings for him, like they don't make it seem like she's obsessed with him. That's another thing I like about her. Like even though like she likes the main character, she still could like cut his head off if she wanted to, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's like very graphic for me to say though, but like it's true.
I think I already said this earlier, but I wrote down near the start of the series that Yu and Gurren are painfully edgy.
Yeah. You said that while we were watching it.
Yeah. Gurren stayed pretty edgy throughout the series, I think.
But they still like made his character develop a little bit.
They developed both of them. And
their personalities kind of stayed the same though.
Yeah. Yu has a lot less edgy moments. He has like friends now near the end.
Oh wait, there was another moment from the first half. Can I say it really quickly?
Okay.
You know the circle thing we were talking about, like the fight when they were in like the subway?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like the moment where like when that little girl like she like told Yu or something that she was the reason they got attacked. But then Yu was like, it's okay, you were just trying to protect your friends, and like that was really cute. I like that bit.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the characters.
Yes.
My least favorite character was probably the guy with pink hair. I thought he was really annoying. He was just like an edgy boy the entire time. He had funny
moments though.
Like all of them have like sad backstories. Like he has the sister who's in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool, but his personality is like terrible.
Yeah. It was kind of funny how he tried to cover up that he actually started to care for Yu, though.
Yeah, I thought
and he was
that
like,
was funny.
I don't care, and then like constantly and badly like, I can carry him to safety. You gotta listen. Is he dead or something like that? Also, I liked how they showed that scene with Yu and Gurren. Like when like Gurren read to Yu when he was little, and like Yu was edgy from the start. He was like. Gurren was like, do you want to go back to sleep? And then he was like, no.
That's all I had to talk about.
Yeah.
And the characters.
Okay, but also, can we talk about more moments?
Yeah.
I liked the moment where, like, he's possessed by the demon, who is Shinoa's sister.
Yeah.
And also his ex-girlfriend. Okay, but, like, do you think becoming a demon changes your personality in this show?
Maybe. I don't know.
It might. But what I was gonna say was the moment where, like, Yu is, like, confused on why Gurren was acting like this and why he betrayed them, and he was actually possessed, and then, like, when, like, he was like, stop smiling, just say something, and then they showed Gurren start to cry through his smile. That was sad. And then there was something when, like, when Yu was, like, the Salt King and, like, the Seraph at the end, and then Gurren's like, so you've gone... No, but, like, when he was like, no, when Gurren came up to him and said, oh, so you've gone crazy, welcome to the club, that was really funny. But yeah.
The box with, like, the metal things that stab people is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Even though the box doesn't look, like, menacing at all, but, the things that come out of it are pretty scary.
Yeah.
And it's, like, some weird Lovecraftian horror, kind of.
But that, like, scene was really cool at the same time. Also, like, how, that guy's whole squad died.
Yeah.
That was sad.
I think one of the best moments from the series is the part where the girl, her squad dies, and then she wants Mika to kill her.
Yeah.
That was pretty sad.
Yeah. Wait, but the scenes with the purple-haired vampire... There are 2 purple-haired vampires. I just realized that I can't just call that guy the purple-haired vampire. But the second purple-haired vampire, the scenes from that scene, he made it funny. Like, Mika, I know you're slow sometimes, but I said the same thing in the tier list video.
Yeah.
But there's something else. Okay, wait. Can I keep on talking about characters? Because I didn't say the characters that I like. Okay, so my favorite character is Mika.
Yeah.
And the reason... Okay, so some moments that I like with him, but, like, were kind of sad, is how he tried to hold back his, like, hunger for blood. Because he didn't want to, like, become a monster and stuff like that. Also, the fact that he never even wanted to become a vampire, but then he was kind of, like, forced into it. And there was something else where he started crying when you wanted him to drink his blood, because you didn't want him to die.
Yeah.
And he literally he started crying. Like, that was... I also really like his, like... Ooh.
Okay.
And my least favorite character is probably the Hiragi Lieutenant Army General person. Like, the person who's head in the army.
Yeah.
His eyebrows make it easier to hate him.
Since you mentioned Mika, I can talk about this.
Okay, yeah.
Mika and Yu's relationship, is like, it's okay, I guess. But I think, whenever I see it, I can't, not think about places where it's been done better, stuff that's similar, where, like, a person has, like, a friend or a lover that's on the other side of the war.
Shira.
Yeah, Shira. That's what, like, I was thinking about during the series. But in Shira, it's done, like, so much better.
Yeah, it is. I love that. But, like, I've constantly mentioned it to you. They are literally exactly the same. Just, like how they knew they were with each other as kids on, like, the bad side, I guess. Like, it's considered the bad side. But then one of them left, and then one of them stayed, and one of them became, like, the woo, and then the other one became the other ooh. It's just that they never, like, fought each other at battle or hated each other.
Like, in Shira, Catra and Adora are, like, way more complicated. Their relationship is a lot more complicated than Yu and Mika.
Yeah.
Because you thought Mika was dead. Yeah. Like, but Catra and Adora knew each other were both alive and on the other side. Yeah. And so they're fighting most of the series. Yeah. But meanwhile, you and Mika, right when they meet each other, Mika's like, okay, I gotta be like, friends with him. No, I'm just gonna leave the vampires.
Mika, okay, but it was kind of cool how, like, the vampires were, like, okay with Mika just, like, running away with you. Like, they just didn't care. Like, because, like, I feel like, I thought that they were getting, like, rawr, you side with human. But the vampires just don't care about anything. Like, did you notice that throughout the show?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, okay. And there was something else. Yeah, what were you saying? Mika, when he saw you in battle, he literally picked him up and was like, run away with me, leave everything behind.
I just think that made it less interesting to me, though. Because
it also was kind of weird when they hadn't seen each other a long time, and then when they were in that gas station place together, and then, like, you was literally like, la la la, Mika, I can't hear you. I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't like the gas station scene. I think they messed it up, like, real bad.
Yeah, also when they were like, after all that time and they hadn't seen each other, you was just like, see ya. He literally said that. Like, that was really unrealistic.
Like, especially when they were in the gas station.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to make it emotional, but at the same time, it's just, like, kind of goofy.
Well, like, I feel like Mika was, like, he actually was realistic in that situation, but then you was just, like...
Yeah, it just messed it up
I
for
don't
me.
They showed, like, so much emotion of you missing Mika and everything. And then when they actually got to that point, he was just like, you know what? I am gonna leave.
Yeah.
But, like, the scene where they were reunited on the army thing made sense, though, right?
Yeah.
That was good.
That's all I wanted to talk about for the show. Do you have anything else?
I really hope they make another season. I mean, I could just read the, like... Because it's already out.
I've seen that there are, like, special episodes, but they don't take place, like, after what's been released. It's, like, side stories that already happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you have anything else? Is that done?
Yeah, I think it's done. It was all points.
Okay. What would you score the show?
Maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Okay. I'd definitely give it, like, a 4 out of 10. I think it got closer to a 5 or 6 later in the series, but overall, I was mostly just bored.
But there were interesting scenes.
Yeah, there are some interesting ideas in it.
You weren't
and
as bored as you
moments.
were in the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, which is why season 1 of the Vampire Diaries is a 1 out of 10. But
Okay.
yeah, anyways.
There is something else that I was gonna say, but now I forgot. Oh yeah, I know you were interested because, like, every time we would watch, for example, the Vampire Diaries again, you would be like, we have to watch another episode. But then I remember when we were watching Owari, you were like when they left something off on a cliffhanger, you said, bruh, and then we watched the next one. Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely pushed me more to watch more of the show than the Vampire Diaries.
So are we not going to talk about, like, all of the characters since we did that in the tier list?
Yeah,
okay.
If you want a more in-depth discussion about more of the characters, you can watch the tier list video, which is already on the channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you uploaded that yesterday, right?
Well, that was actually the Demon Slayer video, but by the time this video is up, the tier list for this show should be out.
Oh, okay.
And this video is probably going to come out in like a month.
Yeah.
Because I have other videos lined up already.
Yeah.
That I haven't posted yet.
We're gonna watch Bungo Stray Dogs now.
Yeah, that's the show we're currently watching.
I've already finished the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm still finishing the movie, though.
We're watching Bungo Stray Dogs, and after we film the Assassination Classroom video tomorrow, I will probably pick a show for McKenna to watch. The next video will be about Assassination Classroom. Yeah. Okay, bye.
It do be still